So you see your patients in clinic. It can often be, those conversations I know can be energizing and can be difficult. How important is it for you and your team to get out of the clinic into a 5K like our Head for the Cure 5K and get patients and caregivers together with their sneakers and just experiencing the solidarity of participating in a 5K? How important is that to you and your team, but also to the patient and caregiver community?
I think it's extremely important. When we meet each other in the hospital, it's most of our visits are extremely intense. Especially since most of my patients have a very aggressive brain tumor, and every time they come in, we're either discussing their chemotherapy,
Yes.
and how well or not so well they're tolerating it, or we are discussing MRI that they just had a few minutes ago. And so most of those conversations are extremely intense.
Intense is the right word. Yeah.
But we when we meet each other outside of work, and I can't think of any other event except for the Head for Cure 5K, where I meet all my patients. It's a more relaxed atmosphere.
Yes.
Everybody's having fun, so it's good to see them. It's good to see them smiling and not be anxious about their MRI. But just hanging out with their families and children and dogs, and it's it's good to hug each other, and
I love that.
it's good for us to meet their extended families that I've never met. Now know their grandparents or their grandchildren, and they get to meet my family, and so I think it's and I think what's extremely important also is that they meet each other.
Yes.
And so that's that's a huge I think that's a huge thing, because when they come back to clinic, they sometimes ask or talk about other patients, and when they meet patients who are long-term survivors, that gives them a lot of hope. I think when patients meet older patients who are doing a 5K,
Yes.
sometimes with their tumor treating fields on, and that I think that gives them hope.